know, so valiant. I kind of wish McCain had a better
rap.
Yeah.
Oh, he fucked up with that Sarah Palin shit.
She was a ding dong.
That was preposterous.
Yeah, really. Hey, man, and I would love to see a woman in the White House.
Just not that one.
Just not, yeah.
Yeah, no, not that one.
She was a real
no.
ding dong.
I take 10 Hillary Clintons before I take one, and I don't want Hillary Clinton to win. I think she's ridiculously awful too.
I think a lot of people really disliked Hillary. Really disliked her.
They should.
Yeah.
She got a shitload of money from banks. She's completely full of shit. She didn't like gay marriage till 2013. She didn't agree with gay marriage till 2013. Like, what are you, a dinosaur?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you even care?
Right.
Because she's not real. She didn't care. She just was doing what she thought would support her position politically.
Yeah.
She was leaning right when Obama was leaning more left, and she was trying to center herself or position herself as a wiser choice for people who were unhappy with the choices on the right, but really unhappy with Obama, and like she was a better option. She's more sensible. She's a little more hawkish, a little more prone to go to war, a little more pro-military, or at least military action. But meanwhile, just a puppet of banks, and just those people make shit piles of money from speeches, and there's major problems with the Clinton Foundation. It's not even around anymore. They shut it down.
I didn't even know that.
It's a dark, dark, dark legion. And meanwhile, she's doing all this Me Too talk. Her husband's a goddamn predator.
Yeah.
He's been a predator forever.
That, I think, for women, at least for me, I was like, are you going to stay with this, bro? Like, come on.
Monica Lewinsky thing. Yeah. She said that Monica Lewinsky was a grown woman and it wasn't an abuse of power. Get the fuck out of here.
How old is Monica?
She was 20. He was the president.
Yeah, 20 is... You're a kid.
He was the president. There's no more powerful person on earth. If that's not an abuse of power, what is an abuse of power? You're banging someone who works for you and you run the world?
I know, dude. I know, and I get it. If I were 20 and he was around, I'd be like, oh, let's fucking do this.
I'm going
to suck this old guy's dick.
Crazy rich.
I don't know.
It's still operating.
What's still operating? The Clinton Foundation? But didn't they shut down part of it? Something shut. Look down, Clinton Foundation shuts down or cease operations. Look that up. Because there was some article that I read about it.
I think for me, just the whole stand by your man thing, no matter what, it's just so antiquated.
Oh, you just going back to this Tommy Bunn stuff. You ready to turn him in for killing a barista?
From a satirical site.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
So it didn't shut down at all? Nothing. Oh, I'm a loser. They got me.
According to factcheck.org.
Oh,
Google a story, though. See if there's a Google Clinton Foundation.
It said that these baseless claims are made up by a self-described satirical website.
Oh. So they didn't reduce operations or anything?
There's another thing that says from 2017 they shut down the Clinton Global Initiative, but...
Well, that was the thing. It was right after the election, which was 2016. That's what I had read. That after the election, after it was all over... I don't know. Either way,
yeah, I mean,
the Clinton Foundation is super sketch. One of the reasons it's super sketch is a lot of people that donate. There's just a lot of weird shit going on with donators and then them doing speeches for these huge organizations like banks, getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for some boring ass speech, which is essentially a bribe.
Right.
That's all that is. Those people aren't pumped to see her talk.
But why do you think any of these people are legit? I mean,
no. Obama's done a lot of it too.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of those paid speeches where they get hundreds of thousands of dollars to talk.
But I guess, I mean, look, I don't want to fucking get into it, but isn't that why people love Trumpy? Because he's outside of the whole system, theoretically.
That's probably the part that...
Oh, here it goes. What does it say? End of an era. The Clinton Global Initiative shuts down.
Oh, there you go.
It's part of the
End
foundation.
of an era.
Yeah. End of an era.
Yeah.
Not an era. ERROR.
Get it?
When they asked him, there was an interview where they asked him about Monica Lewinsky, like, do you owe her an apology? He's like, well, anybody who thinks that I got out of that clean is crazy. That cost me millions of dollars. I left the White House in debt and all this. Like, that's not what anybody asked you, you fucking sociopath. They asked you, do you think she deserves an apology? Because he never spoke to her.
Of course. And meanwhile, she was one of the first people to be publicly shamed.
Yes.
For something of this nature. This is a huge scandal. And this is back before, the 24-hour news cycle, really, right?
Yeah, that shit stuck forever. It was in the news forever.
For this poor woman's life was over, done. To this day, done. Monica Lewinsky, synonymous with dick sucker. That's it. Isn't that fucked up?
Claude, you said it, not me.
Oh, oh shit, here we go. No, I'm going to get in trouble.
How dare you?
But I'm empathetic. I have sympathy for her, though. This poor girl makes one mistake as a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
And now her whole life is this scandal. It's
Do you remember there was a
terrible.
town hall thing that did on HBO many years later where she was talking to a group of people about the president and about the whole situation? And in the middle of people would ask questions and talk to her. And one guy goes, it just seems to me like you're just milking this for attention. Like, why are you even still talking about this?
Okay.
And she was like, and he was like, why are you still talking about this? If this is so horrific, like, why do you keep bringing this up? Like, what does she want to do? Imagine,
what's she supposed to do?
Yeah, what is she supposed to do? But imagine being that person who was 20 years old, so essentially you're a kid, and then the whole world knows you sucked the president's dick. So everywhere you go, people are like, oh, you sucked the president's dick.
It's horrible.
She said that it sticks like tar. That was her description, that the shame sticks to you like tar.
I believe it. And what about Marilyn Monroe? Was she sucking Kennedy?
Everybody's dick.
Everybody's
Both
dick.
Kennedys.
Right.
Robert and Bobby. Bobby and Jack.
But there's no evidence, I guess. There was no dress. There was no... Why was that not a big
Well,
deal?
the world was a different place back then. They didn't even have DNA.
Oh,
and
right,
then, and
that
then
whole
she air quotes, died.
Right.
They killed that bitch.
You think so?
100%. 100%. Apparently she was all yappity yap yap. and she was getting older. And nobody wanted to bang her anymore. They're like, we're going to do it the right thing here, right? And they just decided to...